Alrighty. What are we dealing with today? Okay. How do these interact? So the 3 gets unhappy. So the diamonds do not count towards the dots. And these won't be happy because these are 2 separate colors. But that works for that. So we have to maintain 4 separate shapes and 2 lines, but sometimes the solution epiphany will be realizing that the line and the shape are the same thing. Sometimes. Like here, 4 is a lot. So 2 4s I can combine to make an 8 that attaches to these 2. So that'll be good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can add 1 more to this, probably like there. But now this is a mess. Okay, there we go. It's a 7. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nope. There we go. Just had to eat at the edges a little bit till it worked out. 3 and 3, potentially. But then these are harder to combine. And if I do this, it combines with this, which means it's no longer 3, and that breaks that. But these 3s can be combined, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Which isn't that much. We can do that to get the 2. Yeah. There we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 gets the 2 striped colors, and then separate that one, and we're good. You're 6. Oh, we're doing weird. Okay, the diamond's the same color as the dots, so the point where the dots start counts as the second diamond, probably. Or this is unsolvable, so it has to be that. Okay, so this counts as one of the diamonds. It doesn't have to be that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But now it gives us lines that have a maximum length. Which makes things weird. You essentially have a start point and an end point, but there has to be exactly a specific length to make the dots happy. Which affects the usual thing where I try to combine a bunch of different colors together. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have an uneven number of white spots, but there should be an asymmetry here where the diamonds can be satisfied by the dots, but the dots don't need the diamonds. So I can just ignore this. In fact, I have to keep this away from those then, because it'll cause a conflict. Potentially. There we go. 4, 4. Yep, and it's the 4 L's too. So that's fun. But now I can't do that. So this is currently a 5. Oh, it can't be combined with those though. They're the same color. But we do, okay. This time, yeah, everything's the same color. And they do have to be paired with one of those on each side. But, so the main issue is that this is negative space. So as far as I can tell, we need 3 shapes. The issue is that if they were both positive space, I could easily do a 5 and a 5 like this. And that would make all of the symbols... No, it wouldn't. It would make... This is too many symbols together. But I could easily make some kind of 5 on each side. But this one has to be carved out by negative space. So I have to, like, draw around it. But this one also has to be positive space. Which potentially requires, like, a gutter around it. Like a stripe where it goes positive, negative, positive, or positive. It'd have to switch twice. It'd have to go back and forth between 4 shapes? Which there isn't space for. Blah. This one's really claustrophobic and fucky. Here we go. So this... Okay, that's bad. But I think we need to find a checkerboard that works. This is currently 5, that's currently 5, but then... So you can, yeah, you can be paired with one, you can be paired with one, and then the last 2 have to be paired together. I think maybe these 2 need to be paired together. There we go. Kind of just stumbled into the solution, was like, oh, I made it. There we are. Or those... I can reduce that to 4 and make it happy. Then these ones are cut off. So cut them off like that. There we go. I did a thing, I did a thing, I did a thing, I did it. Where am I? Here again? Oh, I already solved this. Right? Oh, it just calls it here. So I functionally don't even need that first floor puzzle, do I? Yeah, I potentially don't even need you. Hang on a minute. Can I combine these? They're the same color. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I need one more. And this needs to be 6, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So cut that off. No, this has to be here. One, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All the dots are happy, but this one's not happy because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Put that dot here. No. That's too much in that direction. That there. It's only a 4 now. If I do this, that makes that happy because that shape gets too big. Yeah, that's a 9, and all these have to be there, and those have to be there and there. Ah, this is like basically it. We're there-ish. I just need to cut this off. I think this has to be exactly this shape and can't be any other shape for the yellow. I just need to find a way to make this 6 and make it happy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, but I can't put that there because that breaks that. If I put that up here, then now this is 7. But if I cut this off here, this becomes 5. I can't put this here because it makes the shape bigger. Come on. There we go, 6. It's finally dead! Was this even the big one that I'm stuck on, or was that something else? No, this is not the zone-ending big one. This is from the previous area. There's enough of these that I'm mixing them up with each other now. So I guess that's all the floors of that solved? Yeah, we're still dealing with this. You needed to die. So what is this mess? Okay, so... Ugh. This is 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, fuck. Alright. 9 and 9 means I can make infinite. I can make it infinite. Yep. Because if they become 0, then all the other spaces don't matter. It's so weird. It's like a weird, very specific condition that changes the rules of how the shapes interact. The moment you hit 0, the rules are different. And you can just do wild card mode. It's like a cheat. It's like a weird cheat code that breaks the puzzle. And so since it's not contiguous with how the rest of the puzzle works, it just feels very strange. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. No, I think you need to... but I can't cut that one off. 2, 3, 4, 5. So these are forced to be negative space. Doot, zoop, zoop. But then this one can't go there, so it has to go up a little bit, basically. But I can combine the two black shapes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So this makes that shape happy. But this one doesn't have to be here, it could be anywhere else. I can put the gap somewhere else. Does this make these happy? No. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 plus 4 is 8, 12. Wait, it's not happy? Oh, because that one. There it is. That was a weirdly quick one for the final one. Huh. Da 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 da. Okay. Let's check out that waterfall from the beginning, because I have not been there since then, and I probably know the mechanic now because I think I know basically all of them, because I think this is like near the end of our playthrough, penultimate, or maybe one more. So really bad at navigating this map. Is this finished? No. Because I didn't know the diamonds yet. Okay, let's do this now, I guess. New goal. Because the halves can't go that way. Oh, that one's not clickable. Yahoo! So the biggest mess is trying to figure out how to split these into pairs. Which is basically that they have to be two C shapes. Like this C shape here, and this C shape here, or vice versa. There we go. Ooh, okay, single neighbors again. Easy. Okay, so the issue here is that these can all be in one shape just fine, and I could just hit spacebar if that was the only mechanic, but we're also dealing with the pedal mechanics, and dealing with the pedal mechanics means that I need to make them have one neighbor, and the first way to do that would be to draw lines like this, which then cuts this part of the board in half and makes those unsolvable. And they're on opposite sides for each other. Cool. And because they're single neighbor ones, they also can't be in the middle of a line. It's like they would, yeah, they're all happy except for this one because it's in the middle of a line, so that's two neighbors. Which means that they have to be like the end points, like this. But then how do you combine the other shape that's the same color? Because that makes them angry. Taiji's like an insane path, like blah, oh, like blah, 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 blah. This would work as like starting here and ending there would work in like a game like Fidel Dungeon Rescue, where the line is a line, or The Witness, where the line is a line and not a a tile, because all these neighbors count against it. Yeah, there's not the space for that. Nope, this shape was pretty much the way to go for that kind of idea. But it doesn't work at all with the actual diamonds. Shit, alright, this is just the same thing but backwards, which serves no purpose. There we go. I'm like, there's gotta be some kind of crazy shape we can make this work with. What am I looking at? So these can have no neighbors. They have to be completely surrounded. But this doesn't work. But these do have to be the same as each other. This can be the opposite, though. Okay, so you got combined with you, obviously. And you with you. That's one shape here with two, one shape here with two, one shape here with two, and then this is the negative space, and then they're all happy. Ah, 4 neighbors, okay. Doesn't positive or negative space doesn't matter because the entire screen has no limits on it, so I'll just mark this as positive space to try to make sense of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That means that this one has to be with that one. So this counts. This being all orange counts towards the diamonds. That's the only way that the number of diamonds works. That's there. It makes sense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Purple probably technically counts towards the purples, but it has to have no neighbors, so it can only be in a shape if you're combining them like that, like from all the way over there. No, that not even that makes sense, because that's treating the diamonds like they're the only spaces that matter, but empty spaces matter too. You know, these have to be completely encased in the opposite shape as what they are. So they're not going to be part of it because there are 6 diamonds anyway. But can I split? I can't split one of them. Yeah, I can't make them opposites of each other because then their own neighbors will conflict with each other. So they have to be together, which means that the surrounding spaces all have to be filled in. Okay, yeah, like that. Okay. I was like, how the hell do I group these? Because I was thinking about how do I make these opposite ones group, but that's not. That was a dead-end thought that didn't need to be introduced in the first place. This is a lot of work just to add a shortcut. Holy shit. I guess that's just the point, is they're just extended, like, optional mines just because. They function as shortcuts, but they're also just where all of the optional puzzles are that potentially combine ideas. In fact, I think they specifically do bridge those environments with those mechanics. So finding every mine gives you every chance to combine mechanics. Once the grid size gets big enough, I don't want to look at it. So this one has to be surrounded by opposites, and this one sets it up that it has to be that way. This one has to be surrounded by neighbors, and that one sets it up to be that way. So I can combine you with that to make you happy. These have to be with opposites, so these have to then fill in further. These mean things, but they don't have anything nearby forcing them to be one way or the other. So far, I think this level has to 100% look like this. Because this one's cut off otherwise, and so there's no way to combine it, so it has to combine with you. So this is solved, that's solved, that's solved, that's solved, that's not solved. So let's fill that in, because this has to go somewhere. Oh, this is filled in. This is negative. It has to be negative. Okay. So this has to be negative. And since it has to be negative, it has to be combined with this one that's also negative, because there's no way to build lines out of here without breaking this nearest neighbor requirement. Let's close this off, because it has to not combine with any other shapes, because it now already has 2 diamonds and it's happy. I don't know if the diamond counts are going to work out here, but if that's the case, then that means this one has to be surrounded by this to make it negative. This is with that one. That's with that one. If I put this here, then that's with that one. There we go. These feel like those logic puzzles you have to do in like that they have you do as a kid, where it's this big complicated web of things, but it comes with like that description of like, the woman with the pink dress is sitting next to the person drinking champagne or whatever the fuck, and then it just all sounds like noise until you finally have that one final piece of information that makes the whole thing collapse and into place because there's no other options left. Which is just a very, very long way of saying process of elimination, I guess. I'm very smart. Just the smartest. Let's deal with this nightmare. 4 neighbors, 2 neighbors. So they have to be the same as each other, right? Because if this one has 2 neighbors, then this one has 4 neighbors, and they have to be the same one. So yeah, this is one continuous shape. What? There's a purple diamond here. So does the half of a purple count as purple for its purposes? Like, can I do that to make that happy? I guess so. That's weird. So I guess those are like wild cards that can make either diamond happy. And then just fill that one in? Yeah, I guess that's the whole thing. Okay, weird. You look annoying. Yeah, it felt like I could zigzag, but this has 2 neighbors, that one has 2 neighbors, that one has 2 neighbors, that one has 2 neighbors, but the endpoints aren't happy. And the act of making the endpoints happy means making them the opposite color. Because I can't just add another pip to the side, because then that makes this one have a 3. You can make them a series of squares if you want. That would make the 2 neighbors ones happy. But then it creates problems with these. Because that doesn't work, right? No. Because those are wild cards. Okay, so that means... So that needs 2 neighbors, and that needs 2 neighbors. And it's already combined with those diamonds. That makes the diamonds happy. Okay. That means that the next one has to be the opposite color. These middle ones can be together. There we go. Just had to cut them off so the 2 wild cards in the negative space are with the 2 diamonds that are left over. We're doing all right.